Welcome back to my channel in the life of a reseller. Thank you for joining me as I show some of the things I acquired today. These are things that I did get at a thrift store, and then these are some things that I got at an auction. I had shown a lot from yesterday and I've already got those tagged, but the ones that I just showed in that full picture are another set that I got today from the same auction. One came yesterday in the mail and one came today. So I may be decorating my own house with these if they don't want to sell in the booth, which I am sure they will. I've already sold the architectural piece. I have had a couple inquiries about other items, like I have 2 people wanting the cabinet and a couple other things. I just showed a piece of ephemera to a postcard, and then the hot apple cider, it may not make it into my booth until closer to fall, but the little purse will be in there. I do a good job at selling little purses, and that is a basket with some wax fruit and some hand towels and dish towels type thing. Those go over pretty well in the booth as well. And right now my booth has a show some love discounts for my vendor shoppers. We have 20% off for the next week for Valentine's Day. So I am going to put these apples in, even though apples can be considered kind of fall.
Tonight we are going to do a little bit of crafting. I have 2 things and they involve decoupage. If you ever feel the need to be very creative and you're just wanting to do something, but you don't want to like get real involved in a whole entire project and with a lot of materials and things like that. Let's go. I'm just trying to arrange this is my template from my frame, and I am going to actually do an open frame design, and I was just going to put it inside of a frame, but I needed to cover the back of the inside of the frame with something, and I was going to be doing this decoupaging thing today anyway, so I thought I would do 2 for the price of 1 during my little hobbying that I'm doing at the moment. And right now I'm just trying to get this template to cooperate. There we go. So I have the template and I've cut it out the same size. See, I can't glue my ephemera, which is this is a store for, I believe this is bridge, and you would get these when you go to your little bridge game or maybe canasta, I'm not sure. And I do not want to glue this because this is the actual scorecard. And I don't know if I have, it was printed in the USA, and I don't know if I have a year on this. I could probably look it up, but most of the things that I have been accumulating have been from mid-1900s. So I'm gonna say that's where it's from. If I find out different, I'll let you know. So for right now, I just need to, you could use glue, but obviously I'm gonna use Mod Podge because I have Mod Podge out for I just can't get a straight line. What you need is your paper cutter, and I do actually have one. So why I'm using just scissors, I have no idea. So I hope this isn't too busy. Got to make sure that the lettering is going the right way, because what I'm going to do, I am not going to Mod Podge this. I am going to just give it a little bit of that tacky, and I'm just going to apply this on with some gooey. And you know, this tassel has been through quite a bit, so I do like the background, but I feel like it's kind of busy. I hope it's not too bad. I'm gonna keep this over there. How fun. I mean, you know, we just don't do things this way, you guys. We don't go to a little party and get, or you know, a little, well, for one thing, I don't go to play bridge or canasta, but if I did, you know, I don't think they may give you these little decorative, beautiful, with the tassel. This is like a satin tassel, and I'm just going to set it right in here like this. This will be gooed on with some of that gooey stuff that you find places, but not yet, because I got, oh, let me look at this again. I got to decide. I really feel like this, I love this side, but I feel like this side is actually a little less busy. So I think this side is going to win out. And I do want to keep it kind of looking old-fashioned. And they did use a lot of that tiny floral wallpaper, but they also did a lot of this filigree too. So, and that's that, look at that real script writing. So either side would work, but I believe this side won out for me. And I'm just going to squirt it with the Mod Podge. Basically, it's just kind of a spray glue at this point. Let it get a little tacky, and then we're going to just adhere it on. And it goes down pretty quick, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's a good adhering type of a medium here. It's called Mod Podge, but and then you just want to kind of like brayer it on there with some sort of smooth, you know, you may have a brayer, like one of those round wheels. I actually do, but I didn't bring it up here. So you just kind of brayer that on. And I don't think it needs to be completely Mod Podge painted, because I wanted this to behave more like a glue if possible. We also have a really absorbent structure cardboard, and it's so absorbent, so you kind of want to put it on both sides. You put it on the paper and the cardboard so that it can kind of get tacky and adhere one to another. That's always a good idea, to put your glue on both points that you're gluing to. Not 100% necessary. Maybe everybody doesn't do that, but I find it's helpful. And then once that is glued down, you know, you got to hold it and give it some time. And you'd be surprised what a little bit of time will do, where you aren't even going to be able to get this off. Right now, you might be able to reposition it for a few seconds if you got it, you know, kind of on there, positioned wrong. But after a few moments in time, you are not even going to be able to reposition this. And that's what we want. I want this to be a solid adherence. And, you know, I'm not looking for super glue. This is paper on cardboard. It's not something that's going to be, you know, like cement glue or anything. But I do want it to stick. I don't want it to unravel. And so there we have it. I'm going to add a little touch more in the corner. I may even have to fill it up a little. That's okay. And then once I got that up like that, and you know, if you have the time or the necessity or want to do it, you can also lay this between a couple of heavy items just to make sure that it's totally stuffed. But basically what it is it's adhesive dots. I have another medium that I'm referring to. It's kind of that gooey stuff that you get on an ad sometimes. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is it. Adhesive dots. And I like it because it feels kind of gummy. So you peel back your plastic, and there's a nice shiny piece below that you just peel this off, and this it'll stick and it'll remove. It's not something that's gonna. This is why I chose this, because it's not gonna compromise our piece, which is very old, and I wouldn't want to put something on it that, like, when you pull it away, it's gonna rip it off or anything like that. This will be okay. This is just a really good, and there's already a little tab there that is part of the design. I don't know if that was a price tag at one day in time or not, but anyway, so now this is going to be an open frame, and by an open frame is I'm not going to put a frame over it, the glass part, because I want people to be able, to experience this and open this. I am going to need to put a little bit more adhesive dot on it, but it's okay. We have plenty. I have a whole baggie full. I don't want to use a whole lot just because of, I don't want to compromise my material of my old product, but I want it to lay flat to where if somebody comes up and opens it, I don't want that thing, the back part, to move too much. But if anybody desired, they could take the whole thing off and examine it freely. Okay, just like this. So they can come up, they can open it, they can touch it, they can read it, and they can even take it off. Okay, and then that is going to go inside a very modern frame. So you have a little touch of old and a little touch of new, and that's kind of how my house is. I have some modern things, but I have some things that are very vintage and very heirloom type, bring me back for nostalgia. So the only thing that is really bothering me, but that's okay, is this that piece right there, and it's okay. I may have to come in and iron this a little. I did not realize that was so frayed like that, but it'll just lay there, and then that's done. And it'll stand up, and it'll stand up, and people can come and they can look at it, they can touch it, as long as they're not too crazy with it. Might even be something that you could display at a tea party, or your own. You could host your own bridge party and teach people how to play bridge and learn how to play bridge. And look what I just realized. This is crooked on here. That's okay, because this will come off. There, I fixed it. I didn't like the way that it was laying. There. Isn't that cute? I mean, you could add embellishment to this as much as you want. You could put some lace around this, but I like it the way that it is. Okay?
So my camera stopped because I guess I have too many videos and I need to do some deleting. This is life of a reseller, life of a YouTuber. You have to delete your storage, and I guess I had not deleted enough of my pictures to do another video. So even though I did a whole entire video showing 2 different candles that I embossed with napkins, it did not record. So if you're interested in that, I will definitely do that project again and record it and upload it to YouTube. So be sure to like, follow, share, and comment, and subscribe. You won't don't want to miss that video on a very easy but cool. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.